Hello YouTube and welcome back to another video. This is the third installment in our retro game playlist where we attempt to recreate Cannon Fodder from the 1993. So terrain, I hear you say, water, dirt, forests. Let's get to it. So here is the website that I've decided to lean on for free assets, and even if they're not free, they're about $1 if you donate. So where you can go here, I'll just show you where I ended up. So I was on game assets, tile sets, and then I searched like water. We get all these. So I did the same with buildings and forests. So I've now got three new texture packs into the game folder that we can use. So now I'm just going to see if Claude can add some patches of water and possibly allow the players and enemies to die if they fall into that water. So let's get that done. And back into Foreman, I've asked the question, can we add patches of water that players and enemies can die from if they enter? So it's literally gone away. Here's what I've added. Things to check when you open the editor. Okay, so it's now done that for us. Let's okay, can't pin that to the taskbar, but we're going to run it anyway. So now we get this. Let's play. Okay, we've got all three soldiers, we've got enemies. Has it added any water? Not from what I can see. Kind of need a map as well so we know where the water is. How did he get me then? I can't even complete my own game. Okay, so let's just open this up into the editor. I'm pretty sure it needs to load the assets in. There it goes. Now let's try that. Oh, oh my God. So there is a immediate broken mechanic. I can't control it now if the first player dies. Yeah, and that water, I'm not happy with that water at all. Let's just check that site again, because this water looks nice. It says it's isometric. I'm not quite sure I want isometric. Paint tiles, water patterns. No, this is the one I want. This is the one I want. And it is not free, this one. Minimum price. You know what? I think I'm going to have to do this off screen. I paid the $1 that was requested for the new water pack. As we can see, the water does not look great that it's put in. So let's fix that and then fix the logic where if the first player dies, all of them are uncontrollable. So let's straight back in. I have added a new folder with water assets. Please use this instead. Also, if the first player dies, the rest of the squad is uncontrollable. Can you fix? Okay. Let us see what it thinks about this. See what it thinks about our new assets. It's asking permission to find them. Yeah, it's got them. It's leaking through them. Token check. 9% used. Fantastic. Still going well, I think. So it's still searching the water patterns. Let's hope it can fix the player ordering dying logic as well, all in one go. Looks like it's giving it a good go. Let's have a look at what it's saying. It's having a good think about this one. So we are powering this from Foreman, and if you are interested in using this software or even just trying it out, you can get that from the Foreman website. You can download it for Mac or Windows. It's available for either, but only on Apple Silicon Macs, unfortunately, at this time. I am working on an Intel version, so you can download it, try it, see what you think. Videos will be coming soon. These are the latest YouTube videos, so I'll be adding these at some point today, so this will get updated. But yeah, if you want to give it a try, the link will be in the description for this. Okay, so time to see where Foreman is up to. Now the squad control bug. So it's found the bug. Okay, and it's just checking that there's nothing else that it needs to fix as well along the way, which is very good. Very good to see. Let's keep our eye on it. Okay. So if we squad control bug, root cause and fix. So the leader was hard coded to soldiers, left click movement always called move to on that one specific soldier. Yeah, so the controls were only set to one soldier. As soon as that one soldier died, then we literally lost all control of our soldiers. So it's just passed that down the chain now, which is very good. One related issue I did not touch, camera 2D is a hard-coded child of Soldier 1, not the dynamic leader. So even with this fix, if Soldier 1, not necessarily whoever's leading, dies, the camera stays glued to that corpse. That's going to need fixing. So let's see just what that has done with our water. Oh my goodness. It's even worse. It's actually even worse, that. When he dies, okay. Now I see what it means with mixing art styles. So I now see what you mean about mixing art styles. How can I assure they are consistent? Okay. See what it thinks about that. That water is a big no-no. It just two different video games, to be fair. And I don't like how it's not shaped them, you know, like a river of sorts. Let's just see what it says. So it's writing a response, it's not changing anything. So right now the style only exists implicitly in grass. Okay. So it wants me, yes, build the comparison. It wants to try and show me in Godot, Godot, the art styles next to each other. So let's see what it comes up with there. So another good thing. Okay, still having a good think. So want me to actually build a quick comparison scene in Godot. All your current candidate textures, grass, the water, pattern I pick forest tiles, houses, tiled side by side at the same scale. So you can see the mismatch at a glance and decide what to keep, replace. Okay, so the asset job is a much bigger task than I recently or currently predicted. Getting this right, I literally thought we could just throw them on the screen and have done, but that's not the case. So let's let Foreman start or finish thinking, and we'll pick this up as soon as he's done and have a look at the response. Okay, so just spent a bit of time off stream trying to get Foreman to match my assets. Probably saw in the last scene that the water didn't match the grass. It just didn't look right at all. Square tiled pixels, which I think we're going to get now, but just by giving it a couple more extra prompts, it suggested some to me. Yeah, just by telling it that I want consistent 2D pixel art, we've finally got it down, and it's agreeing that some of them match, but it's obviously missing licenses and things it's telling us, so we can address all that right at the end of the licenses and see what we need to do with those. But for now, we can just say, can you now add some water and trees? So we'll just see what it comes back with there. Kind of hoping that it doesn't just whack them in as random. And I know we got we have to plan a level and things like that. We can't just expect it to write a logical level. But at least we can try and get it as close as possible. So doing something. So I think a couple of the assets that it's got to slice them up, because it's like a PNG of water, but there's different types of water. So I think it's got to choose one, slice that up, and add that into the scene. It's got to replace the grass that we've given it. So it's got to do a few things. I should have asked it to replace the grass as well, because I'm not quite sure it's going to do that. It might just do the trees and the water. So let's see. But we can keep a monitor on it. And quick token check. 28%. Still doing good. Still going strong. So come on. Let's have you thinking about it. Please don't break it. Please don't break it. We'll see. It just might do. With any luck, we get what we want. It's been pretty good so far. Come on, that's a big thing. See what we've got now, where they don't match at all. Has he managed to kill one of them? Okay, so it's doing something. It's definitely editing some files. Token check why it's having a big think. Not moved. Has it got stuck? That is the question. So, just a quick reminder, this is Foreman running on Windows. This is the software that I have created to orchestrate coding agents and basically just to get jobs done. Started more centralized around code debugging and things like that, and then it just evolved. But if you do want to try and give Foreman a try, there'll be a link to it in the description. It's available for Apple Silicon Macs and Windows. So this is running on my Windows machine, and the first episode in this series was run on my MacBook M4. So that's just showing Foreman running on both platforms there. It does seem to have got stuck here. Yeah, token usage isn't going up, which tells me it's either got stuck or it's still working on the previous prompt. So let's just keep our eye on it and see what it does. Okay, so it didn't get stuck. It paused on this for quite a while and then it moved on. So it's got everything it needs. Trees. Now it's writing both water and trees into the scene. So it's cracking on. Let's have a look at that token usage. Oh, yeah, we're going up now. Yep, definitely being used now, and that's finished. Oh wow, okay, so let's just reload from disk. Let's press play. Okay. Trees don't look too bad. I mean, oh shit. Oh shit. So that's the camera bug it's talking about. That it's now focused on the first guy that died. And it's not following this guy around. So he's gonna get he's gonna get shot. Okay, so let's try and fix that very quickly. Can we fix the camera bug and focus on the first living soldier until all die? So very brief, very abrupt prompt. So let's just see if it gets that, which I'm not mega confident. And this might take some tokens, but let's again keep our eye on it, see what it does. Quick token check before it starts, 37%. So it's done some thinking today. But as we can see, and I mean that water, I don't know what that's meant to be. I like the trees and I can't go around them, that's good. There's gonna have to be a lot more than that. So we're making progress, but very slow progress. Let's see if I can die in this water. Yes, okay. So it's done something. So to own and drive the camera. Yep, so that's right. So it's applying that to the last living member. So it's using what we've got. It's saying already. So the fix is so-called confirmed. That was quick. So now, well, that was quick. I am rubbish at my own game. So let's just... So yeah, that's good. It's following the last guy. And I died. So at least it's fixed that. So now, in fact, can we just take a screenshot of that? We'll save that to desktop. And now we will just see if Foreman can fix that water. So I've just added the screenshot. Can you fix the water and add the pixel art grass? Because we're still using the high resolution grass from previous. So we'll just see if we can fix that. Let's hope so. Because, I mean, it got the trees right. We just need a lot more of them to create small forest areas, things we can walk around. If you remember, Cannon Fodder had quite a lot of sort of forest areas that you can walk around and navigate and use for for cover and stuff like that. So we need to get it up to that point at least to justify any progress made today, let's be honest. So it's thinking about it again. Let's do a quick token check. Oh, we're only at 40%. That's really good for what it's done already. Okay, so it's saying that it's made a mistake. My eyeball pixel guess was wrong with the water. Yeah, it looks like a breakfast table. So we will, in sort of, I don't know what to say. I really want to keep the video short. So what I'll try and do is cut out the parts where we're sat waiting, and just cut straight to the end response here, and we'll see where we get. Okay, so power of YouTube, that has now completed. So it did do some thinking about this. It's obviously confirmed that it's matched the artwork. It's checking that it's matched them. It's rendered them side by side. It found an issue, but that was with its own rendering. So it swapped out the grass, which is what we asked for the pixel art. And this is the summary of what it's done. So let's just see if we can check that. Okay. I mean, it doesn't look as good as the last grass, but I think you motherfuckers. God damn it. Just let me check the bloody game. I think from this, it's a lot better because the water suits the grass more. We just need to shape this water so it's not square tiled, and add a lot more trees. So to wrap this video up, let's just see if Foreman can build out a little bit of a trees forest for us. So can you make small forest patches with the trees? And does the water have to be square tile shaped? And can this be like small ponds, lakes? Okay, so we'll give this a final task, and then we'll call this video a day, because that will be the terrain and background added. So obviously there's a lot of work yet. We need to develop a level. We need to give it logic from start to finish. We also need UI elements that we don't have. So example, lives, so 3 soldiers to 2 soldiers to 1 to none. Obviously I'd like an enemy count, so let's say we've got 10. Obviously that counts down to 0 the more you kill. So there is a lot to add, but I think the crux and the MVP will be achieved. We've literally got moving, firing players, we've got dying animations, and then we've got terrain and obstacles. So as I develop an application, I stick as many elements as I can on the page before I start writing logic, so I know that when my logic starts to come through, the elements will just work. Sometimes I do the reverse of that and do the logic first, so it makes sense here to put everything on the screen and then wire it all in afterwards. So let's see what it's doing, and let's do a quick token check. Got 53% and another 3.5 hours before they reset, so I'd like to try and get this done inside of that 100% before it runs out. So it's saying that there's 2 real design changes needed. Let me handle the water shape properly first, since it needs a different rendering approach, polygon and not rectangle. I don't want polygons. Then get precise crops for a few tree variants to build actual clusters. Okay, well, let's see what that comes back with. Okay, so managed to finish that one. Both changes, forest patches, and we should have different shaped water rather than a square block. So let's just see what we've got there. Oh, okay. It's not got the trees right. And they are the smallest forest patches anyone's ever seen. But we're getting somewhere. So I think that is an improvement, if I'm being honest. Now, let's just see if we have the ability. Oh my God. If we have the ability to win this game, but not when we are falling into water. Okay. Well, there's one. There's two. Oh, is he shooting me? I can't even see him. There's three. There's four. Woohoo! We win, we win, we win. Okay, so at least we have some terrain on the screen. With forest trees we can't walk into, which is good. We've got half a tree here, which is no good. And we can die in the water. So, yes, we've achieved a little bit today. We have added terrain. We have changed the grass so all our pixel art matches. We have changed the water so it matches the grass and the terrain. We have added dying animations when you fall into the water and obstructions, for example, trees. They're not great, but we can't walk into them, or we get stuck when we go in them, which is kind of what I want, really. I want extra mechanics where if you go in here and you get stuck, then that's it, you're just dead. But the game isn't the easiest, let's be honest. It is if you're at a distance, we can win it like this. But yeah, it's just added random stuff in and only in the middle. So yeah, I think the next episode is to plan the level and get some UI elements on there. So if you join me today, I really appreciate that. Please do consider subscribing if you are interested in this kind of content. If you are interested in checking out Foreman, which is the driving force behind this, there is a link in the description if you would like to check that out. So thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.